With the big Fate collab coming to Honkai Star Rail,
Specifically Unlimited Blade.
I thought there was no better time to talk about the other big collab with Wuthering Wavs. That's right, Cyberpunk EDGERUNNERS. Now, there's still barely, if any, information other than the second anniversary live stream, them playing the little song and then being like, oh, we're doing it. Oh, we're doing a collab. Oh, there's not much other information. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Cyberpunk in general, for any of you that don't know it, how it connects to the new 3.0 area, and some possible characters we could see come in, or mechanics or anything like that. So, my name's Skamosa, and let's jump right into it. So, just to clarify, there's two Cyberpunks, okay? There's Cyberpunk 2077 and Cyberpunk EDGERUNNERS. Now, they're both set in the same world, but story-wise, very different. So, 2077 is the game with Keanu Reeves, John Wick himself, saying, "Wake the fuck up, samurai." And one is with a little boy that drives the bus to school, and by the end of it, he's built like a goddamn school bus. Seeing as Cyberpunk is super futuristic, techie cyborg world, I thought, hey, who should explain this? Me, who's flesh and bones, or technology, ChatGPT itself? So
Cyberpunk 2077 is set in Night City, a sprawling dystopian metropolis in a future dominated by megacorporations, cybernetic enhancements, and rampant inequality. The world is marked by high-tech advancements and low-life struggles, blending neon-lit streets, augmented humans, and digital chaos. Society is fractured, ruled by corrupt elites, while gangs, mercenaries, and hackers fight for power and survival. The game explores themes of identity, transhumanism, and corporate exploitation through its gritty narrative. With pervasive cyberware, virtual reality, and an undercurrent of rebellion, Night City reflects a dark future where technology has outpaced humanity's moral compass. It's stylish, brutal, and tragically human.
Well, all right, thank you, ChatGPT. So Night City is the main big city, big metropolis that both series take place in. That is to say, it's a very futuristic, high-tech world, but there's a lot of poor people, and people use words like gunk or tomb a lot, and influenced by some stuff like Blade Runner or Akira, if any of y'all have watched those. Okay, now to move on to Cyberpunk EDGERUNNERS, which is what the collab is all about. Not necessarily 2077, as much as I would love to see Keanu Reeves in Wuthering Wavs alongside Shangli. Now, this is kind of obvious to say, but minor spoilers. So we follow the main protagonist, David Martinez. At the start, he's just a kid struggling to survive after his mother dies. However, he finds this illegal military-grade technology that he implants in himself called a Sandevistan, which again is superhuman. So he basically becomes Wally West and solos your entire verse. As he's struggling with poverty, he joins a group of EDGERUNNERS. Oh, that's the name of the thing! Basically mercenaries or thugs that take high-risk jobs. One of those mercenaries is called Lucy. She's the main love interest and a lot of the core motivation for David. She's a netrunner with dreams of escaping to the moon that she technically does achieve. And as David climbs the ladder of hierarchy in their organization, he becomes increasingly consumed by his own cybernetic enhancements. With wanting power, the pressure of being a leader, he starts going a little bit crazy. I mean, like I said earlier, at the start, he looks like this, and by the end, he looks like this. I mean, you gotta go through some shit to bridge that gap. Oh yeah, and also one of the other mercenaries is Rebecca, who's like a little shithead that likes killing, and she exists. She doesn't after a while. She gets Goomba stomped by this big bad guy. But that's basically the gist of it. That's basically what you gotta know. Now moving to Wuthering Wavs, the big 3.0 area that we're gonna be going to after Septimont is New Federation expired. Now we don't know much. I don't know much at all, but I've heard whispers and rumors and whispers and more rumors that it's going to be New Federation themed with a more like more futuristic vibe to also fit Cyberpunk, and that's one of the reasons why they're doing the collab. So just to give y'all a reminder, new federation that already exists in Wuthering Wavs. Some people that are in it are Alto, Calcharo, Encore, Mortefi, and Vrina. Now, excluding the children, it does give more of a kind of futuristic vibe. I mean, looking at Calcharo, he does have a more of like a militaristic look. Alto is kind of goofy. Encore, Vrina, they're lady children, and Mortefi is a smart guy doing smart things, so kind of fits into that. And now, alongside this collab, who do I think is gonna get at it, right? So in Honkai, we got Saber, we got Archer, and kind of Lancer-ish. I mean, we'll have to see. So I'm expecting 2 to 3 characters as well. Now, I think the most obvious one is Lucy. I mean, she's a fan favorite for many. She's one of the few that survived, and she's the main love interest. So who doesn't love her, right? Now, she does use mono wires in the show, which is this basically like these thermal wires that come out of your hands, and you get to choke people and whip people. And I mean, that's a pretty popular trope in gacha games, like these string users, right? Like you think Yelan in Genshin Impact, you think Evelyn in Zenless Zone Zero, Yinlin in Wuthering Wavs, and so she's kind of like all of them. So I think it's not crazy that she wouldn't be involved, because there's only characters like her, and like I already said, like the most similar character archetype to her is Yinlin. Now, what type of element and stuff? I think she would be Resonator, very similar to Yinlin. Element, she could be Fusion, because mono wires are meant to like heat up as you use them, at least from what I remember in the game. So Fusion makes the most sense to me. Now, second is Rebecca. Would she be added? Now, I don't know. Do I want her to be added? Yes. She's not my favorite character, but I like her. I like her little shithead energy. Now, she is confusing because she has these huge ass arms, like gorilla arms that she can smack people with, but then she also uses guns. So it's a little bit of a split in the path of what she could be. She could either be big gauntlets smacking people around, or she could be gun that just shoots, right? If she's big gauntlets smack people around, the closest archetype of character that I think is Rosha, because she's a small girl, but she has a big ass briefcase she lugs and throws around, that ghost popping out and like does big attacks like that, and the big tornado to gather people. She could do something like that, where she's like a small character that has big heavy attacks or something, maybe like, I don't even know. Also kind of similar to Ling Yang with how he bounces around and stuff. I don't know, there's a lot of things Rebecca could be. For the elements, man, that could go a lot of different ways. I would assume maybe electricity or spectrum. Honestly, I don't know. Y'all let me know on that one in the comments below. And now, last but not obvious is David Martinez. Now, I was thinking about this. I was thinking, like, the most mechanical person we have is Zhang Liao. He literally has like a cyborg arm, so he would probably be the closest. He literally shoots laser beams out of his arms, whereas as some clips show, David, he punches people, he has a cannon in his arm that he brings out, and like probably like 50 other things, right? So I think Zhang Liao might be the closest, because I think he could also be a gauntlets type character, but then he could also be gun. Sword, probably not sword. Great sword, it's the same with that. Nah, I think gauntlets makes the most sense, especially since in Cyberpunk there's a thing called gorilla arms that they're fucking fun as hell to use. So he could do something with that. With the element, he could be fusion or electro. If he's electro though, too similar to Zhang Liao. So again, with the element, I don't know, I'm lost there. With the weapon, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that he's gonna be gauntlets, and his gameplay would probably be similar to Zhang Liao. Or Chisha, how she dashes around, could do something like that. Or maybe with Zani or Cartier, where he transforms and he gets augments. That, like, imagine that as a cinematic. Like, y'all already know Zani's animations with how she like builds up the shield into the greatsword with like all these like mechanical moving parts. You even get to see it in our trailer and stuff. That is, oh, that detail is amazing. Imagine you get to see him like put like gear on him and like transform like Hulkbuster style or something. That would be awesome as hell. We already have big characters like Fleur-de-Lis, so I don't see why they couldn't make it like a huge mech guy. That'd be awesome. Now that's all the playable characters I'm thinking, and let me know what y'all think about who they can add. But like in terms of enemies, bro, they have to add Adam Smasher, bro. I remember beating his ass in the game and watching him beat ass in the anime, and oh my, they better add Adam Smasher, bro. Imagine fighting his giant, oh my god, bro. He's using his deep gravelly metallic robot-y voice.
NC Boogeyman of legend.
You're packing some pretty heavy artillery for your size, boy.
Yelling at you. Oh my, they better add him as like an ascension material or whatever you need to get for them, or as a weekly boss or something. I mean, probably not, but imagine, guys, Adam Smasher. Oh my. But those are all my thoughts for the Cyberpunk shenaniganry. Let me know what y'all think. I'm excited. Honestly, most gotcha's been great. Hope y'all are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.